Welcome back to Legal Lounge. We haven't been back in a while. We took a little bit of a break and with a little bit of a change. Mario's no longer with us, but we have our lovely Alex behind the scenes moderating the podcast. And of course, you have me, myself, Corinza, and Cody. So, since we're back, we're going to diving into some prenup, postnup type conversations today. I don't think we haven't had an episode with prenup, postnup type conversation. And then the topic came about because of the whole thing with Taylor Swift getting engaged. It's crazy. I'm not a Swiftie. Are you a Swiftie?
Yeah.
I'm not a Swiftie. I like her music, don't get me wrong.
I like Kanye, and Kanye made her, so.
Oh my god. I think we probably touched upon it a little bit before, but
I think we have. I don't know much about it.
Although I don't like the whole pushing Taylor so much in NFL. And that might be an unpopular opinion. But, I mean, I am happy for them. I think they're very good. Did you watch, I don't know, the podcast?
I didn't watch all of it.
Really?
No.
I watched it. It was actually like genuine. So I think they look cute together.
They're really cute.
Yeah.
I like them.
I like them. I think they're cute. But Travis Kelce. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tight end for the Chiefs, if people don't know.
Yeah, prenup's going to have to be tight.
Yeah. And she just recently bought her music back again. That was a huge topic. And we talked a little bit about it a few episodes back about
her career.
Right. And the royalties and all that stuff that's involved. And her case was the company that she was with owned all of the rights and would not release it to her. So she decided to re-record everything so she has full ownership of her masters. Mm-hmm. But then the biggest fight was owning everything. Mm-hmm. And so I think she was able to finally buy back her music again.
I don't remember the label.
Me neither. But I guess because they use her case a lot just to make sure that the clauses in the contracts are stating exact as to what you can and can't do. Because one thing that they didn't include in there is that the right of re-recording everything, which that wasn't in there. So that's why she was able to do it and still get her money for her music, as she wrote them, you know.
How much more money do you need when you're a billionaire?
And like you're touring all around. I mean, she's worth billions compared to Travis Kelce. I mean, yeah, he's famous too, but not even close to how insane her audience and following is.
He can be a stay-at-home husband.
I think he's gonna retire this year. That's my assumption.
I would retire if I married a billionaire too.
I think. How do you think about her ring?
It's huge.
Do you like it? It's definitely not traditional.
No, I don't know if I would be comfortable walking around with that much money on a finger, but I think it's beautiful. It's huge.
It's definitely different, but I think it also suits her.
Yeah, I agree.
So I definitely think Travis knew what she probably would have wanted.
Oh, wow. That's a stone. That's a big stone. Oh, my gosh.
So it's a little different, but it's cute. Yeah, it's huge, though. Do you think she paid for some of it?
Nah.
I think he did. Yeah, I think he did. So with that being said, if her net worth, let's see, is about $1 billion, would prenup be essential to...
Yes.
Which, by the way, before we get into it, how do you feel about prenup? Do you think you should get it if you were in that position? Or just, I mean, obviously, we as common people, you know, it's not as much talked about.
It just makes people insecure because they think it's like, oh, well, you don't believe in us, or you don't think we're going to work out, or why would you need... It's not even that. It's like, it doesn't hurt anybody to take care of a what if through a prenup. It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt both sides. And it's like, especially if you have family that has a business or like assets or stuff like that. I mean, you shouldn't be doing it for them. You should be doing it for you and your family.
Yeah.
So
And
I don't think prenups are bad.
So let's say, because you brought up the whole stay-at-home dad thing. Let's say Travis Kelce does retire, right? And then they have a kid together, but she continues to do her work. Because I think she has a long career ahead of her. I don't think she would ever retire. Not ever, but I don't think she would retire anytime soon. But obviously, as athletes, as if I'm one. But, for athletes, their longevity is shorter than a music career because of injuries and just the physical part of it. So he does retire. They do have a kid or two. And he decides to take care of the kids.
I'll just tell her to put me on payroll. And then that way I can go with you everywhere with the kids.
So they just do decide to divorce, right? A lot of the times they want spousal support and maintenance and stuff like that. So I know a lot of attorneys and lawyers, they'll tell you, hey, if you're wanting spousal support, they basically look at how your lifestyle was as a married person. And if you do get divorced, you still want to maintain that lifestyle as you're taking care of the kids. So if they have extracurricular activities, you want to still be able to support that and put them into extracurricular activities. And if you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, you may not have those expenses to support them through it when you're in two separate households. So that's why, a lot of the attorneys will try to push for getting those spousal maintenance, and judges will approve it, right? Do you agree that they should maintain the same lifestyles with two separate households? Even though Taylor is worth $1 billion, right? She could easily pay for it, maybe have a couple nannies or whatever. Travis, who knows, didn't do anything after NFL, can't really afford a lot of the things that they probably would have when they were together. Should she be responsible then to pay him to sustain their lifestyle? That's why a lot of those celebrities come back with thousands per month.
I think so.
In child support.
Because I'm looking at it in the perspective of why would you not want to... You're not necessarily doing it for him. You would be doing it for the child, right? So if you want your child to continue going in that lifestyle and you're a billionaire, why would you not want to just help out so that they can continue to live the lifestyle that you want them to live?
But is it necessary?
Is it necessary to do what?
To, let's say, I don't know, they have the weird thing of, okay, once a month we go on a vacation. Once a month. And then the kids was used to it. Everybody? Every week you get to pick whatever you want to eat, go to whatever restaurant.
Oh, no, that's not necessary. Because how are they going to be humble if they just continue getting everything that they want, and not understanding that life can change? That's something that they'll need to learn growing up, is that life will change. And sometimes you're not going to be able to do everything you want to do or be able to do the things that you used to do. So I think that's just like a good teaching moment. And if not, then not, It's not. Nowadays, social media and everything else paints it out like everybody has to be a superstar and everybody has to be a millionaire or billionaire and this and that. But in all reality, it's just, you don't need that. And there's happiness and peace in an average life.
So let's say you marry somebody one day and you have $1 million put aside, right? That's in the savings that you've been building up or whatever. The person that you're marrying have, I don't know, $500 to their name, right? You want a prenup because this is $1 million that I saved. Whatever, maybe you had a side business, it could continue to grow. You have equity, whatever. So then you draw a prenup based on that. Whatever I make from here on out, or just whatever that I had before, I'll walk away with it. And then you guys get married. The wife wants to tap into that $1 million because now you guys are conjoined.
Does she earn the $1 million? Oh wait, this is still marriage. This isn't a divorce.
Right, this is a marriage. She said, "Hey, I think we should use half of that and buy a house."
This is tricky. Because I don't know if I'm like mature enough to answer this. Like I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, well, does she earn any of that money?
But now you guys are married.
So?
So you wouldn't have the decision for her to.
It depends on what you want it for. You want to put it aside just for the kid? Okay, cool.
But she
But if
wants to
you
use
want
it.
what does she need to use? The kid needs to use it.
But it's for us. We should use 500,000 to buy a house for us.
I would hope by the time I have $1 million saved up, I would already have a house.
She wants an upgrade. She doesn't like your kitchen.
Not my problem. Nah, just kidding. It's more so like I would hope that I would. Let's be humble.
Wait, let me see if I can pull it up. And I'm saying this because I kind of told you off camera that I've been into old episodes of Shark Tank, and I also have Dave Ramsey show subscribed. Do you know who that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dave Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the financial. I don't even know what his exact title is, but they have a show that they go through and talk to people calling in live, and they have this issue, whatever. So I like watching those. And
Dave Ramsey. That's the guy that's made the school financial university, right? Dave Ramsey Financial. He does those like he talks on like a podcast and stuff too.
Dang, I wonder if I could find it. Hold on.
No, I think
Dang, I don't think I can find it. But it was the same thing, basically asking that they had, savings of however much millions.
Mm-hmm.
And the wife is iffy signing a prenup now because he doesn't know how to approach it, because now she's like, oh my God, like, do you think we're going to be divorced? Like, why don't you feel like I have the portion of the money too?
That's emotional. You're thinking with the flesh.
Right.
It's still emotional.
Right. So then they gave him advice of, well, just look at it in the sense of, as we're together, this is our money. If we can make decisions together as to how we want to spend it.
It's not about what we can do during the marriage. It's
Right.
about safety for if the marriage were to end.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that that's like you're not going to be able to use or use that resource for us. It just means that that's something that's laid out in law just in case.
Yeah. So I pulled up some interesting celebrity prenup and their issues. So one of them, this couple, Chris Rock and Compton Rock, I don't even know who that is. Their prenup allegedly had a 20-year expiration clause. That meant timing their divorce filing could potentially affect what each might get under the contract. So at the time of they signed a prenup, it expires in 20 years. So if they got divorced after that, then they couldn't enforce the prenup, which they did get divorced, but around 20 year mark. So there was a whole question of, well, should it be enforceable or not enforceable? Because it was like literally right there as it was expiring.
Enforce it.
So that's one of them. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. There were rumors that their prenup included a clause related to substance abuse, alcohol, or illegal drug. The idea is to protect one party from financial liability if the other violates that behavior. However, many of these are unconfirmed rumors. So if you relapsed, then you won't get nothing because of the behavior. I don't feel like I should be contributing my assets to you if you were doing something that I don't want you to do. So that's another one. Beyonce and Jay-Z. Their prenup said to have unusual provision tied to children and years of marriage. Allegedly, Bono or Beyonce, what the hell is Bono? Gets certain monetary amounts for each child, in addition consideration for each year married. So amounts would differ depending on each child per kid and how many years. So if we were only married for 5 years and we get a divorce, you may get 50 million versus if we're married for 10 years, 100 million.
That makes sense from a financial perspective of two people that have a lot of money. Yeah. I think that's a super smart way of mitigating.
I think I can agree with that. I think that's kind of fair.
Yeah, instead of having to fight for all of it, it's already written how it would be distributed based off of time, which is reasonable because that's math.
And of course, there's other couples, like, they just completely just left it to where, hey, I keep everything for what I come with. And if something was to happen, everything will be still separate. So Kate Bosworth and Michael Polish, they did get divorced also. They kept everything separate and they walked away separately and no spousal support was paid. Let's see, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, they did have a prenup. Many of their premarital assets were separate, but there were also legal filings where Kanye attempted to challenge aspects of the prenup.
I support Kanye
Oh my god.
all day long.
Let's
All day
see.
long.
So Jessica Simpson, Nick Lachey did not have one. Her case is often used to show how having no prenup can complicate things or lead to outcomes that you may not have expected. So let's see.
Keep it real. Kanye, every problem that he's had with like Kim and stuff like that regarding the kids was for the kids' well-being.
Yeah, there's controversy even right now about how Northwest, like how she dresses and how she's acting in public and
So
stuff.
Kanye knows, bro. He knows, bro.
You know, that's even our big conversation, like in our household. Like, no, like I don't really care about makeup so much. Maybe because I did it when I was young, but my husband is really big on like no makeup, only like little things. Like she'll wear like mascara and things like that.
Like
but
lip gloss, mascara, that's cool,
yeah.
but like,
but you shouldn't be going outside looking like you're a 20-year-old.
nah, 100%.
Right.
100%. Yeah, no. No, you could understand like a little girl like wanting to be like their mom, and you know they see their mom putting on their lipstick, you know, give them lip gloss instead of lipstick. Give them lip gloss, they could feel pretty and they could feel good, and you know, I don't see a problem in that. I do see a problem in younger generations starting to try and dress like the older women, and I don't like the way that that paints young women, because you also have the aspect of social media and the impact on the mental health of young women as well.
Like one thing I've seen recently, because it's homecoming season, the way those girls dress for homecoming now is insane. And the way how I used to go to homecoming. And it's so funny because TikTok will literally pull up people my age. You know, I'm older than y'all. People my age, like how we used to dress up for homecoming. And nowadays they're like skin tight. Skirt literally is like right here. Like you're literally going to like a Grammy Awards and you're like 25. It's crazy.
No, that's a problem.
It's crazy.
It's
and
a social media problem.
Yeah, but then it's the parents too. Like, why aren't but then again, like, no, that's
but
not
then
okay.
what about the aspect where the child now feels like you're... See, I think it's
right,
important
like you're controlling.
to be able...
I want to be like my friends too.
And it's important to lay down the foundation before you get to that point, to where the parent needs to be able to communicate and have that bond with the child so that they understand that I'm not doing this so that you feel like you won't fit in.
Right.
I'm doing this because there's an aspect to this stuff that you don't realize yet at such a young age, and it doesn't attract anything good. It doesn't attract good thoughts, or, you know, it just doesn't attract good stuff. It only attracts negative stuff. It only attracts biased stuff and provocative stuff. It's not gonna... It may make you feel good, but just because something makes you feel good doesn't mean that it's not gonna paint a picture for everybody else around you, which is bad.
It's just it's so tricky because I mean, I know we keep talking about cell phones, but our oldest came to us like a week or two ago and was trying to really put a case as to why she should deserve a phone. And we heard her out. And she does have like good valid points or whatever, but social media was the biggest thing why we told her like we think that you're ready for a phone, but at the same time, like we do have rules. And we asked her like, what kind of rules do you think we'll have in place? And she talked about her grades and stuff like that. If she was to do anything wrong, it will be taken up, and who she can contact, the time frame of when she can have her phone, stuff like that. But social media, because I asked her, it's like, what are kids like using these days? And I'm pretty sure it's the same like we use, but she was like, well, Snapchat. I was like, yeah, Snapchat.
Get rid of that one. Block that one.
And then like I told her how Snapchat is
Even Instagram. Block Instagram too.
Instagram too. Like
TikTok's probably cool, right?
I think TikTok is
Just reels
okay.
and videos
Right.
and
I think
stuff
it's
like
okay.
that. And
But Snapchat scares me. And I told her, I was like, look, I was like, you may not want to hear it, but sometimes Snapchats are used for, you know,
bad
whatever.
things.
She looked at me like she started blushing. I was like, I'm being serious. And as soon as somebody sees it and they can pass it on to somebody else, like it's literally designed for that because it only lasts for 24 hours. I was like, you have to be careful with that. And I bet you have so many dramas at school, like girls especially. It's different than boys. She's like, yeah, no, every day there's something. I said, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's why we try to protect you from
And
it,
all
but
the
I
little
understand.
boys trying to, it's just, bro, it just don't mix well. It's not something that should be, accessed for young people, especially whenever you're trying to figure out yourself and your sexuality and all the other things that you have to learn as a young teenager being in high school.
Thank you for watching another episode of Legal Lounge. If you enjoyed this episode, you can always give our office a call to schedule your free 30-minute consultation with one of our team members. Check the description below and give us a call today.